Alright, morning TikTok. Alright, well, it seems like there's some deer out. I can't switch it over, but there it is. Yeah, if you can see it, you can see it. But anyways, I'm walking my way towards it. They'll run off, which they did right now. But basically, this is the country outdoors for you, but that's where. But basically, everyone in West Virginia, we gotta stop relying on the government. Stop with government assistance. I mean, in general, we don't need to rely on everything the government has, the welfare system and all that. Okay, for a minute I thought I smelled cucumbers, but I don't think so. But anyways, like I said, we need to stop relying on the government, because if we continue, first of all, the country's gonna go into debt, further debt, so we don't need that. We need to actually start paying off, auditing and scratching things off with debt. And unfortunately, the welfare system will mostly be on that list. Listen, I know some people are going to come in the comments being like, but it helps me because of this, and this, like getting clothing and all that. I'm like, listen, what are you spending? I want to know what your spending habits is, because that can contribute to it. Because if you're on welfare, right, I'm not expecting you to have a smartphone unless you had it beforehand, but have smartphones. Not expecting you to have the most expensive clothing. I'm expecting some cheap ones, like Goodwill stuff. And then, like, being able to, like, what granted our grandparents and further has done, which is grow your own vegetables. Yes, grow your own vegetables. So we need to. Now, I'm not saying it. I'm saying this mostly because, well, people need to grow their own stuff. It's that point. Our ancestors, our grandparents did it, our great-grandparents, and it helped them out significantly. So, when we have the capability to make things cheaper for us, I understand, like, apartments and stuff, but you could do, like, plant some things, maybe herbs or, like, other types of vegetables and all that's, like, in a single pot. You can grow a tomato plant in your apartment without it causing any issues. All you got to do is just trellis it up, have it in one big pot, and then when it keeps getting bigger, just keep trellising it up and then trimming. That's about it. That is about it. And the thing is, if, as a West Virginian, I do have sympathy for the poor people here, but how much is people on government assistance and not changing their spending habits to get off of it than staying on it. All right. Now, I will say this. School spending does need to change. I will say that. That's another issue. I do think an investigation needs to be met towards all schools since they're government ran. The public ones, I should say. The public ones. Because, okay, if the teachers is like, how much money are you getting? And how much in supplies? And how much are you wasting? Because if you're just spending because, I don't know, to spend, that's not good, all right? I want to know, granted, when I try to run, I will say, hey, the schools need audited, see where all this money is going, all right? And then through that pipeline, actually make sure the schools supply paper and pencils and stuff. I mean, like, that should be a thing. So the teacher won't have to keep spending. I mean, obviously, it won't pay. It'll be a thing where you can't pay for everything, right? But it's like, kids need some responsibility and all that. I would say get rid of the, get rid of a lot of things, like, I don't know, leave no child behind and all that. Get rid of that. Make sure people actually learn, all right? But other than that, I would say the welfare system as a whole is bloated, spending way too much. Either we get rid of it, or we rework the whole thing, and then we will evaluate if people are on this welfare system on purpose or not. Now, granted, we'll have to. Like the one rework, if we're reworking it, is to put in place where it will help you find a job that will help find a job that will help with your financial position. But the thing is, your spending habit for everything has to change. You can't just keep getting credit cards. You can't just keep getting loans if you're not paying them off. If you're not paying your debt off, then you're just going to get a bigger debt. And whoever is getting this debt and is not changing their habits, I will say this, it will sound a little mean, but we do not need to pay for their lifestyle, all right? Granted, I don't think government insurance is good. Typically, it's, as I understand, it sucks. So I may be thinking of like getting rid of it. All right, some job places already produce insurance, right? Not all, but some of them already do, and if they produce it, it's there. It's not helping society. Welfare is. It's not. It's creating people to be stagnant, and that's what we need to get rid of: stagnation, and help push innovation. That's what we need.